Welcome, my name's Chris Smith, Shambles Guru on the interweb, and I'm at the Shambles Cottage in Chiang Mai, North Thailand. And this session, this screencast, we're going to have a look at an iPad app called RabbleBrowser. We're inundated with browsers on the iPad, but this one I think deserves a little bit extra attention because of its collaborative nature. It's free, which is quite amazing. The company that supports it has a company website here, Float Learning, and if you come to here, hopefully you can read these URLs at the top. If you come to here and scroll down, there's some help files, and this is actually a video you can play about the app. But let's have a look at it. Let me just move this. It's a browser, as you've guessed. It's just my Chrome browser. Move it out of the way. I'm working on my Windows machine, that's why you can actually see a pointer, and I have two iPads on my desk in front of me, in front of the Windows screen, and the two iPads are actually mirrored to the screen, as you can see, and I'll mention at the end how I've done that. You probably already know already. I'm going to call this the teacher machine and this the student machine, because I want to demonstrate the collaborative aspects of it. Now here's RabbleBrowser here, so if I touch it on my iPad screen with my finger, that will come up, and let me do it over here as well, except I haven't got it on my screen, but I think it's running in the background. Here we go, it's down here. So if I touch that with my finger on my student iPad, the same sort of screen will come up. This is a help screen for RabbleBrowser. You can see all the different things that it's, all the little buttons around the outside. It's explaining what they do, and it's to have a browser window here, but instead of just a web browser, you can actually put pictures here. So it could be a picture of a periodic table, and you can, I think you can write on here. I'm not sure. No, I don't think you can write on here. Let's move on. I'm just touching each screen so that help screen goes away. Let me put a browser in here to start it. Look at that, I'm clicking with the pointer rather than touching with my finger on the iPad. Go shambles.net. Imagine I'm going there, of course. I could do full screen, but I'm not going to, because I want you to see what all the options and what happens down the side here when we start a session. But we've got a screen here. See, nothing's happened with the student screen because we're not connected yet. On my own machine, I have options. You see, I did it again. Look, clicking on it rather than using my finger. I can share this screen here by email, tweet it, Facebook, Google Plus it, print it. When was the last time you printed something on paper? A long time ago for me. Add as a bookmark or open in Safari. And those options are up here as well, so when on the student machines, if they have anything there, they can do any of those things over here themselves. You could have had multiple web browsers open here, but you can move backwards and forwards between those if you did. Let me look at this here. I mentioned that instead of having a browser here, instead of a website page here, you could actually pull in a picture from your photo albums, and the picture could be, for chemists it could be the periodic table, for the geography people it could be geographers, it could be a volcano or whatever. It's so any image can go into here, or you can drop a document here from Dropbox or from other document areas, or you can, if you have bookmarks from previous websites that's been visited, you can just click on them and it will drop them into here. So this one down the bottom here is to get things on this page, and this one at the top here is to export them to the World Wide World. And then you got a bit mixed up there. Right, let's look at the other things here. Let's click on this one, which actually starts a session. You have some options and you can come and play with them yourself. The session name, it's customizable, but it's picked up the name of my iPad, which I think Shambles Guru 2. Allow private chat, I'm leaving that on. Allow disconnect means students can just disconnect from the session, or you can lock them in. Navigation means the students can move around the pages here rather than they just see what you do on your teacher screen. Allow voting, I think that's fairly straightforward. That's an option where you can pose questions, which I guess we call a poll, and students on their machines can answer it. I should say that the machines will connect. They have to be on the same Wi-Fi network. It's not across the internet, it's on the same Wi-Fi network. But we haven't actually connected yet. So you can see it says a session. If you look very closely, it says a session here. Create session, a green button there. So we click on that, it creates a session. If you notice on the student's iPad, this appeared. Thank goodness. I'm doing it again. Look, if I put my finger there and I chat and say, "Hello, students," and touch send, then what will happen is over on this side. But of course, I have to open this session here by clicking on there. Oh, I don't. Oh, I don't know where the chat is. Where's the chat gone? Oh, of course, how silly. I have to actually click on here as a student to join this session. And here we go. I've joined the session, and hopefully in a few seconds, whatever's in here will come in there, which it's done. And if I want to chat as a student, I'm here. Okay. And it's also that you can see that on the student on the teacher's screen. I don't think you can see that because on the student's screen, because I actually typed it before the student joined the session. So if I wanted to do here, welcome, and clicked on send, then you can see welcome came up here. So this has to be on the same Wi-Fi network. There could be, you could have 30 students all with their iPads on the same network, and you can be moving around the website. You can do different things to the website, go to different pages. What happens if I click on something here and I go to a different page? You can see when I'm clicking on here, then the students around the class will see this as well. And you can have chat, which I guess is a back channel tool, and I'm a big favourite of back channel tools. Other options where it's the same as before. Here, a way of sending things out. Here, adding them to the screen. I think. Let me check. I'm not sure what that is. There, it's the same as the teacher's one. And that's it. I'm going to stop there because it's been a bit long. I did say I would mention how I'm streaming these two different iPads in front of me onto the Windows background. I could have been working on my MacBook Pro. It works exactly the same. Let me, and I hope if you find some useful ways to use RabbleBrowser, you'll and it's free, as I mentioned before. You'll add them in comments at the bottom. So what do we have here? This is the app. This is a software. Unfortunately, they call it Reflection App, and it's not actually an app. Reflection software is a bit of software that goes on your MacBook Pro or on your Apple, and then you have to do nothing to your iPad except, maybe I'll take the opportunity to do here. Let's look at it here. Except I'm going to do a forefinger up and go along the bottom there, and we've got AirPlay here, and you can see here that this is my Windows machine. I just click it and click on mirroring. Of course, I could send it to the bedroom Apple TV, my MacBook Pro, or my living room Apple TV. Am I a geek or what? Or headphones means it comes just to the iPad. It's not mirrored anywhere at all. So a brilliant little free app. Oh, and I'm doing this, might as well mention this. I'm actually doing this screencast using one of my favourite screencasting websites, companies called Screencast-O-Matic, which I think charges $9 a year for the premium, but there is a free version. So ladies and gents, boys and girls from North Thailand, I hope you found that useful. Have fun.